We are back. We
are back. And to give a clue who's coming, this is my clue. Who's joining us today.
Color representation in
That's
the
right.
house.
And I didn't mean, I was like going through it because I just got back from a funeral. So I heard put something else on. I was like, oh, this is the perfect color.
Well, without giving any clues yet about that, anybody who was watching our live Q&A this morning probably did get a little bit of a hint, because at the very end of our live Q&As, we kind of announce who our guests are going to be. But as we were kind of preparing, talking about who we're going to have on in the current racer slots, but also former racer slots and the fan slots, I was so excited about this team because we've had an opportunity to interact with them a bunch. They're so fun. There's so much energy and excitement from this team. But what I loved was the video I found that I want to share. And it's because they did something very similar to something we did in our season. And so I want to show the video first, and then we'll bring him in.
My gosh, what video? I have no idea.
I know, you don't know, huh?
This is
surprise you. Here we go.
Oh my God, my stomach is literally sick right now. I'm literally sick.
Did she just say what do you want?
Yeah, she's. I'm sorry.
Well, here's like, do you want to be on the Amazing Race?
Yeah.
That's Mama Alex. That's Mama Alex.
Guys, don't not do this to me. And like, this is crazy. The amount of time I've waited and wanted to throw up is insane.
Oh my gosh. Kat and Alex.
I have
Follow us on TikTok.
I have a tear in my eye.
Go ahead.
Oh, why am I so emotional? I have a tear in my eye watching that. That's crazy.
That's awesome.
It continues.
I'm an emotional. Yeah, I cry all the time. Oh my gosh. Actually, okay, this is some tea. This I'll tell you right out the gate. So during our press day for the Amazing Race, this is actually my most embarrassing moment ever.
I wish it would have shared.
So during our press for the Amazing Race, they like bring you in, they do like the social media things, whatever. And one of the questions was, who do you think is going to cry first? And I was like, oh my gosh, me, absolutely. And I was like thinking about, I was like talking about all these scenarios that would make me cry. And I literally start crying. And then I think because like I was like already nervous and just like, it just hit me what I was doing. I couldn't stop crying. And they had to like
canceled it.
They had to take
stopped
a break.
the entire social thing because she was crying so much and she couldn't stop. They're like, we're gonna stop, and she's like, no, I can go on. And she's like, no, it's fine.
So that's why in the videos,
my gosh.
In the videos, and they were like, which team, like what country do you want to go to? What country do you want to go to?
We didn't even get to that.
They don't show me at all because I was crying the whole time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And that's when I knew I was in for a treat.
It was very emotional.
Well, I have a question because somebody that wasn't currently or on a reality show applying, you guys were in a different boat. Didn't they ask you, don't you want to be on the Amazing Race? So then why were you so surprised if they asked you?
So we still had to go through the whole casting process. And there's a lot of really great competitive Big Brother players that they could pick from. I mean, my season isn't regarded as one of the best seasons, season 21. It's actually, I never in a million years thought that I would get a call back from CBS to be on another show. And I'm very grateful for my time on Big Brother.
I kept telling her for like 2 years straight, let's apply for the Amazing Race. She's like, Alex, they're never going to cast me.
No, I never thought they would.
I've already been on CBS. They don't want me on the Amazing Race. I was like, 2 years straight. Third year, I gave up. And here we are, baby.
Yeah, but really,
so did Alex call you, the casting producer? Did she call you?
Oh, that was after. Well, so she called. I mean, that was like
that
after.
Was the final.
That was the final call.
Well, besides that, like the first initial call, was it an email, a text? Did she call to say, "Hey, would you be interested?" Like, how did that begin?
I don't want to brag, but it was Jesse Tannenbaum himself.
Ooh.
Shout out to Jesse.
But also,
Mic drop.
So I work in casting as like another job. So I've cast for things like The Anonymous, Deal or No Deal Island 2, and also Destination X. So whenever I was getting a call from Jesse, I thought he was calling to hire me.
Yeah. She's like, Alex, he's about to hire me for the summit.
I thought he wanted to hire me to help cast for the summit. So my mind was just like in a completely different world. I was not thinking that they were going to call me to be on another show. And it's a huge honor that they even considered me.
I still remember the call. He calls. He's like, hey, is Alex with you? And she's like, yeah. And I'm right there. And I'm like, hey, what's up, Jesse? He's like, would y'all want to be on the Amazing Race? And I literally just flipped. Like, I was like,
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Because
What a
it's
call.
Yeah.
It's Alex's favorite show. It's
Yeah.
been his favorite show.
I used to watch it as a
growing
kid.
up.
So I'm like, with my sister, I'm like,
Oh.
that's how we traveled. So I was like, that's amazing that
Rad.
now I get to do it with her and go to all these places, Europe, and check it all out. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so
Amazing.
much fun.
Well, and I loved that video because we did the same exact reaction video ourselves, because we anticipated that something might be amiss when they were calling us to be like, hey, we got to do one more little sound bite, we're like, well, maybe let's just record just in case. Right.
Yeah.
And then again, Mama Alex Stern, Alex Steiner, casting producer. She's just the sweetest person.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
we
so
love her.
she's like walking you through, and then all of a sudden you're getting that excitement of like, oh my gosh, no, this is real. Like this is going to happen.
Yeah.
It's emotional. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy. I mean, they only told us like a month before we actually went on. So we're like, let's go. Let's do it.
Did you get to choose your color or did they assign you the blue?
Oh my gosh, they assigned us the blue, and so maybe I'm just partial to blue because we're in Dallas, but when they gave us the best shade of blue and then they put a smack dab in the middle of the cast photo, I was like, this is rigged for us. I was like, we are
This
their
is happening.
favorites. I was
Represent
like,
Dallas.
we are their
Let's go.
favorites. But it turns out I think it was just like,
Yeah,
I
no,
think
Kat was
think-
so excited when they
I-
put us in the middle of the photo. She's like, Alex,
I was like, everyone's
they love
jealous.
us. I was like,
Everyone's
what?
jealous.
I was like, I think they
No.
just put us here. I was like, I have no idea what's going on.
But they did give us the best color. The pink is also the best color.
We like Team Pink.
We like-
We enjoyed the pink.
Team pink and team blue are the two best colors.
I love it.
We united.
Mhm.
Well, I want to bring in our next guest. And it's just because, again, I want to get everyone in here so we can have fun together and talk about this episode. This guest did sneak some secret footage to us from yesterday.
Oh my
so I'm going to
gosh.
first show this video clip short. It looks like you maybe got caught, guys, red-handed by this person.
Oh my gosh.
From Phil himself.
I'm telling Phil.
It's not my fault. But he went and asked the
Phil, I can explain.
Wait, no. That's official Amazing Race.
It's okay.
Memorabilia.
It's actually not. It's from
Oh,
Etsy.
okay. All right.
It's from
Okay.
Etsy. But,
Anyone can get it.
but Chelsea stole one from the Amazing Race.
Ooh, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm not going to go down alone.
Well, we may or may not have some of our own. I'm just saying.
Wow.
And
So
we
we're
may
all
have gone
going down.
out in such a rush that I forgot I had stuff in my backpack.
Which does happen. That does happen.
Innocent mistake, right? But I do want to watch this video real quick before we bring this person in. This next guest, I'm super excited. We were going to have her on the show last season. Things kind of changed at the last minute. She had to take off for work, but this is a fun video that I think is a nice little hype video. Bring her in.
We're just aimlessly driving yet again.
So just because you're not there yet, I don't know why you're freaking out.
Dad, it's not about. I'm not trying to fight with you. We're just aimless.
Welcome to the
The
chat,
hype
Emily.
video.
Man.
Oh my gosh. Also, I can't say anything about the Amazing Race cards because we might or might not have one or two ourselves. So
No wonder they won't. No wonder they're so strict about everything
Y'all
now.
are
Like, you're like, yo, let me see your pocket.
Turn out your
Like,
pockets.
What am I doing?
Yes.
poor Cat. Everybody's conspiring against her. So it's just
Fire away, bitches. All right.
I love it.
So first off, if you follow Annalie, she's amazing. So much fun on Instagram. She's traveling the world.
Most gorgeous traveler of the world. Like she
my
was
gosh,
just
you're so
in
sweet.
Egypt and the thing is flowing and her hair is flowing. And I'm like, I want to go to Egypt. I was just in Egypt, but I'm like, I got to go back. I got to get that shot that Annalie did with the scarf.
I want to go to Egypt looking like Anna Lee.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah,
Exactly.
Hey, if we can bring Alex along, then I'm sure we'll get.
I'm
we'll get
in.
all the
It's a good
footage.
I'm in.
And she has another Instagram account that's been really, really fun to follow too, called the Bucket List Ranch. They're doing an
That's
awesome
fun,
job.
love.
Her and her husband, they have the cutest animals, particularly this baby cow That is just the cutest, most adorable little face I think I've ever seen. But tell us a
the
little
best
bit more
thing in the
about like
world.
what's going on. What's all the adventures and stuff that you're doing?
It's crazy because I was going full-time travel, and then now I'm like a full-time homesteader, and it's crazy how different my life looks. But yeah, we have a whole herd of red-headed animals, and we're building our dream house and just out here living the farm life, learning how to build stuff and cook, and it's been so much fun.
Love it.
I have to tell a little bit of a story on Annalie. In our orientation, we actually learned quite a bit that some of the fans may not know about why your catchphrase is so popular. Come on, Dad. But what we learned in our orientation, do you remember, babe?
Yes. Darren, he gives you 9 million rules. He was like, no, Annalie wasn't trying to she wasn't continually saying that.
Wasn't
she was
badgering.
annoyed and she wasn't trying to badger her dad. It was the crew saying 10 feet or whatever.
Or 20 feet.
20
5
feet,
feet.
it is. And 5.
5 feet.
It was 5 for us.
Oh,
I know. When Alex
5
was talking
feet.
last night about how he ran away from Cat or something, I was like, the only reason I kept saying, come on, Dad, is because that's how many times the camera crew told me, wait for your dad.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck?
And I think it's 10 or 20
I thought
now.
for us it
Yeah,
was
it's like 10 or
20.
20. It's
Yeah.
literally
I thought it was,
20.
yeah.
Wow.
I
They're like,
Maybe they
20
changed
feet,
it,
20
Annalie,
feet.
from you. Maybe they changed it.
Yeah.
5 feet is a
Maybe.
lot. Like,
5 feet
Oh,
is
'cause
too
it was-
close. I
it
could
was
smell. You
horrible.
could smell each other at 5
like
feet.
I
at
don't
that
mind
point.
being 5 feet away from Alex, but can you imagine like being 5 feet away from like your brother?
It was rough.
I don't know. I just
And
feel like
imagine
that's,
too,
like, a lot.
like, imagine all the teams running past you when you're in places where you're running. And blessed, I'm with my dad. And so I'm like, 5 feet? That was rough.
Which your dad came on our podcast last season. He was so cute. He was so fun. He was so charming. Absolutely loved him. So you guys are an amazing duo for sure.
He's crazy.
And-
He actually came to Kat and Alex's
awesome.
premiere night.
Yes.
So
There's
It
the
was
photo.
I
Iconic.
missed it.
Yes,
Yep.
there is.
Hey.
Yeah. Annalie and her dad are like two of the most iconic racers, in my opinion.
Yes.
I feel like if there's
Shoot, I love
ever
you, Kat.
if there is ever like a returnee season, they have to be on it.
Well, that was my
But
next question. Would you do it, Annalie? Would you do it? Go back?
I feel like I've been training ever since I left for that or something else. I'm
or the
like ready.
challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Challenge. Yeah.
Fun.
Or even Destination X would be amazing on that because you're such a world traveler.
I definitely
I
feel
know.
like anything competitive. I almost think Amazing Race was a little didn't allow me to be competitive enough.
What?
Mm.
It was so competitive.
No, I'm saying I
You
was
needed
too
to race
competitive
against the
for
Big Brother people.
Man.
No,
Get
I'm saying
Annalie
like
in the Big Brother house.
Those people, you
not
can't even
not that
breathe.
The competition wasn't hard, but that
No.
fans didn't like the competitive nature. You
that
know what I
is-
mean?
That is
Yeah.
true.
Right.
I was also shocked to learn that they don't like when people cry. I was like, okay. I was like, my bad. I didn't know they all really were offended by that.
And fans
So-
don't like it when you're
They all
too
tried
nice, and
Yes,
fans
they-
don't like it when you're too mean.
You just
and
gotta be
fans don't
perfect.
like it. Yeah, it's just
Hey.
impossible to please all the fans. But
You're
I
damned
think
if
we got a
you're
lot of
damned if
fan
you don't.
favorites in this frame right here. So
Yes,
this is gonna be
yes.
fun. Well, I want to bring in our next guest who's filling our fan slot for us. One thing I love about the fandom, the Tar family, is that these fans are some of the greatest fans I've ever run into. Like, they're super fun, super exciting. They have been living this dream with us for a long time. They just haven't quite made the jump where they're now, contestants on the show. But this person, what I love about them is they were the ones that first started telling us a little bit more about this thing called Over the Edge. So I know Lori and I are going to be going out there for our first time this coming December. And I know Kat and Alex, you guys have been teased as, people that are going to
Fun.
be there. But if you have any other questions, this next guest is someone who can, I'm sure, answer all of them for us. So
And any reality show. She's just like
I
the
love
plethora
that.
of everything. She knows it all.
So her name's Crystal. Welcome, Crystal.
Hi.
So tell us how many times you've been out to some of these fan events. What have you done?
I first went in 2022 when it was called Hearts of Reality. And then the next year, the Hearts of Reality event got canceled, but so many fans were planning to go. I have a friend from the UK that was coming out because I met a lot of these people through online games, reality games that I've played, like Survivor, Big Brother, The Mole, The Traders. And so we had a lot of friends coming that played those games online. And so some of the reality stars felt bad that the event was getting canceled. So there were probably like maybe 20 of them that decided to still put on an event. So they still did it at the hotel. And so a lot of us still had that event. And then the last couple of years, it's been the Over the Edge. This is the second year of it being Over the Edge. And they have all kinds of events. They have like a decades night where you get to dress up like in your favorite decade. They have karaoke, they have dancing, they have like cocktail parties, they've got pool parties, all kinds of things. And you get to do it with the reality stars that you love watching on TV. It's great. And it's for charity, which is the best part of it.
And one thing I'm really impressed with is they're really increasing their TAR representation moving forward.
Finally.
So it's been a lot of Survivor, a lot of Challenge, a lot of Big Brother for a while, but
let them know,
now we're seeing some representation of the Amazing Race. So I'm super excited about that. But let's get into the episode. We're already like 15 minutes into this, and I know at some point Anna-Leigh may have to pop out on us early. But
we don't show up in the episode for like an hour in. So
because we're like 4 hours out.
That's why this season is so wild and so not the normal TAR. Like it's just like the Big Brother and TAR, obviously, that just has merged together. There's so many things that you guys do in these episodes that I'm like, how is this possible? This is not supposed to happen. This is not what normally happens. And you guys are putting on the best show ever. We absolutely love this season.
It's fun, honestly. But it is crazy. Like, why is there no equalizers or anything yet? We're literally like, I'm pretty sure they haven't shown any of our interviews or even like Taylor and Collins, because we're all in the back and we're like, guys, we haven't had an equalizer.
We're revolting.
We're literally 5 hours behind, and there's no way to catch up.
Yeah. So
like,
let's look at this.
No way to catch up.
They need an equalizer.
Look, I want to know where the U-turns are.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Well, without telling any spoilers, because we don't want to get in trouble and have CBS sue us.
I don't care. No, I'm just kidding.
I care.
This ain't my blog.
So, but for what you're saying, I mean, Jazz and Jag left at 5:14 a.m. and then we don't see Kylan and Taylor until 5 hours later. Kat and Alex 10, 11 minutes after that.
Crazy.
Megan and Matt another hour after that.
Wild.
Like,
And
6.5 hours in total. This is crazy.
I think something to be said too, that maybe some people are picking up on, but since there are no equalizers, like the fact that we're as close as we are with the rest of the teams is because we are hustling in the back. Like we're fat. And I know y'all aren't gonna believe me. I know that we look like we're bad, like we're slow starting stuff. I promise you, we are like hustling as fast as we can. Taylor and Kylan are so fast.
They are.
So the fact that they were able to catch up with Chelsea and her dad, that's because they're really fast. It's not because we've like had any sort of equalizer.
In Prague, we actually probably had one of the better times.
We were so fast
we were
in Prague. It was crazy.
We're right behind Taylor and Kylan.
But yeah, there's just
we can't catch up.
It all goes back to my
trains.
bandana. No, it all goes back to my bandana. It all goes back to the bandana, and that's why we are where we are today.
That costume in leg one.
It really
had
did.
to circle back and return it. Just so you didn't
the
get a
domino
penalty.
effect. Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
It does definitely seem like all throughout the season so far, where people started is kind of where people are. Like it doesn't seem like you're saying we need an equalizer.
There's literally two groups. The front pack, which they can come out at any point together, like first, second, third. They can switch spots. And the back of the backpack, literally, literally either we get 9th, 10th, or 11th, or 12th. Like that's literally it.
Yeah.
That was literally it.
We were racing with Taylor and Kylan the whole time. That like we felt like we were in second place. We were like, we're killing it. We're in
Phil
second
literally
place.
is like, how does it feel to be in the back of the pack? I'm like, Phil, I feel like I'm in second place.
Yeah, well,
I haven't seen nobody else. I haven't seen nobody else except Kylan and Dumb.
Yeah.
Well,
and
Not that we're bitter or anything.
No, but we had Taylor and Kylan on last week, and they were talking about that way it messes with you in your mind when you're getting up, getting ready, and people are already leaving the hotel. Like you haven't even got your breakfast delivered yet. And like people are rolling out.
It's kind of funny, honestly. I remember one time, like I opened the door to get our breakfast and I just see them walking out and we're like in our robes. And I'm like,
yeah,
like at that point, like there's nothing to do but laugh at that point. I'm like, that's so funny. Like we can't catch up right now. Like it is what it is.
So one thing we talked about in our live Q&A this morning, there was probably 3 or 4 key moments in this episode where we felt like there were major TAR rules broken by teams. Not like bad, like you get penalized, but like I want to ask Anna Leigh, thoughts on this, but
Yeah.
right out of the gate, we've got a team leaving 31 minutes ahead of another team, and they decide to wait.
What is happening?
I don't think there's a rule against that.
No, there is.
I mean, it's just weird. Like,
And yes,
It's an
in the
unspoken
38 seasons of Amazing Race, this has never happened.
Never
And there's
happened.
so many things in this episode that has never happened. So we're saying those are
Yeah.
the rules. But
Yeah.
I definitely agree. I feel like this has to do with it being a Big Brother season because it almost feels like the alliance is kind of like the brigade, like they're bringing that over. And I feel like that's a little inevitable, but I think it's also why we're seeing a lot of these, things that people are doing that we've never seen before. And you bet your bottom dollar I wouldn't be doing if I was racing for $1 million.
Let me
I wouldn't
defend
be
this.
helping
Hold on.
anyone either.
Let me defend
I
this.
wouldn't be.
Let me defend this
Wait, what?
because this is a whole different season.
Yeah.
This is a person who's already won Big Brother,
True.
who has won the first leg, the second leg, and now is about to win the third leg. I'm sorry, but he already has the biggest target in his back.
Yeah.
This game was so social from the beginning because everyone knew each other. They know who's the winners. They know who the losers are. They know who's not going to be fast enough. So this person is genius for doing this. I would have done the exact same thing because
Yeah, but
I would have waited.
Don't you know though? I'll get there.
No, say it.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, don't you know that the other teams are gonna catch wind of all
No,
that? And
because
like,
we're in the back.
we're in the
We
back.
have
We
no
haven't
idea.
seen anyone.
but
They're like,
later
are there
on
other
in the
racers
season-
on this leg? I think we're by ourselves.
No, I mean, like, anything that's happening, I feel like the other teams will find out for the next leg, which could come into play, if they're trying to get the blood off their hands or whatever
Here's
it
the
is.
thing. The U-turn's going to come up at some point. And guess
It
what?
has
The
to.
person with the biggest target in their back's probably going to get it. And guess what? If you can make an ally, one or two people, that could be all the difference. And they're genius.
Yeah, they've got it. Yeah.
They're social.
Yeah.
This is way more social just because of all of this going on. Everyone knows each other. It's not like, oh, maybe they're not good. Maybe they know who's good. And that's why it's crazy. They literally took them like all the way from like there to like the end, which is crazy.
Well,
And it almost feels like they picked like
no.
the
I
nicest
mean,
two
like
teams
the
to do it.
driving, like that's crazy.
yeah, that was.
That's
the
so
drive-
smart.
But they
Directions
have
is crazy.
taken Amazing Race teams that have raced before and brought them back, and there was none of this. There was none of, like, let's all stick together and I'll write you directions and I'll wait 30 minutes for you. There was none of that, and they all know each other.
I
So
think
why
it's
is it
'cause-
different?
Yeah.
I think it's because, like, my perspective is that Big Brother is such a social game, but
Right.
the Amazing Race, like, your alliance is your partner, and it's so different. I feel like.
Well,
I agree.
Anna, I will say you've seen alliances form between teams before. Like that's not new. I mean, here in this situation, we see these three teams in a stop down because they're waiting, kind of a mini equalizer for like 2 hours for this, brewery to open up. But they form Team Trainwreck, right? This is an alliance of three teams. Like, we're going to look out for each other. And it happens in other seasons. Like, we see 4 or 5 teams like stuck in a cave together for a little while, and then all of a sudden they're a solid alliance for like 3 or 4 weeks. But the alliances fail because they're opportunities in the moment, and down the road, if you're not with those teams, like, what can they do for me, right?
Well, I mean,
So-
they haven't had those opportunities yet because they're in the front.
Yeah.
So I mean,
We have an alliance too with
Yeah,
like
we have-
Taylor,
yeah.
Dylan, Angela. But what's
The backpack.
we're all gonna have to. We're all surviving, and like, there's no point in that.
Yeah, we turned on our alliance real quick.
What?
But-
No, I didn't. I didn't turn on him.
But no, man, I'm just telling people that hate to see alliances during the Amazing Race would have hated to see Alex in first place because this man during Sequester was scheming. He had an alliance with everyone. They had names. Me, us, and Angela and Lexi were going to be the Barbies.
Oh,
And who
okay.
were the other? Oh, and then us and Jag and Jazz, we were the chefs.
The chefs.
Cooking
The
up
chefs.
trouble.
Cooking up stuff.
We had alliance names with every single person, but we just never got to execute them.
Which again, perfect example is if you're not in a position to utilize the alliance, is it really an alliance? Like in concept, maybe it is, but in application, just not quite there. But
Yeah.
it definitely worked out for them in this episode. Like, we'll see some more as this goes through.
They're
Like,
so
clearly
social.
they're looking out for each other as they continue to break what Justin from Racers Recap would call the all most important commandments of Amazing Race. Like, you don't do these
I'm
things.
with him there.
He's
Yeah.
dying.
So also not to do too much of a throwback to the first episode with the infamous bandana, but so when we arrived to the cheese blocks, we had like our little lines. We were with Natalie and Stephanie, and we did the cheese so fast. And I'm really competitive. So I was like, let's go ahead. Like they're still doing the cheese and they wanted us to stick with them. I was like, no, let's go ahead and go on. We got the cheese stacked. We're good to go. Let's not wait on them. If we had waited, I think things would have ended up a lot different.
Yeah. Interesting.
But because I was so selfish, I was like, no. I want to let's keep going. We have momentum. We're ahead. I don't know. I feel like someone would have seen my bandana, but also Natalie and Stephanie got like a quicker way back to. They had found a quicker way to get back to where you were trying the bikes, and there was a lot of things that I'm like, man, if I would have.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
If I would have just chilled out, stuck with my alliance, then we probably would have not been in that scenario, and we would have arrived to the flowers with Stephanie and Natalie at least. So there is benefits to the alliances.
Agreed.
But it would have made 100%. For this TV.
Yeah.
Would have been as interesting. Yeah. So driver's seat. We see Stephanie and Natalie take advantage of it. It almost felt like they were pushed into it by Jazz.
Smart.
Once again, the social, they're geniuses at this. Like they're very smart. They're very calculative with what they do.
I don't trust them one bit.
Yeah. No. Like we love them. They're so friendly, but they're so good at socializing and being like, oh yeah, you should do it. Like, go ahead. Like we'll get your back. We'll give you the instructions. Like they are genius for this. Like the social game on this season is ridiculous just because of the teams. And you got to think about it, 24, 25, how many teams of those are in this actual season? Kat's 21, Natalie's 18, which I think that's the only reason she gave us, because we're all like, we're not in a group with anyone else.
You don't already have some automatic connections.
Yeah.
A lot of these people do. So I was like, man, like Rubina, Tucker, they're dating. I'm like, this is not good for us. Whatever.
Kylan and Taylor are dating.
Kylan and Taylor.
Taylor are
dating. Joseph with Taylor and Turner.
There's a lot of pre-existing. It's
we're all like,
very inbred.
So what?
So driver's seat was new for our season.
Yeah.
I heard that they used our season, showed it to you guys in orientation, so you kind of knew what to expect. I think it's a new fixture. I don't expect this to go anywhere. I think it's going to be in every season from here on out. My question for Anna Leigh: would you ever trust anyone else from your season to do the driver's seat?
No.
You're getting there. Again, you're going to do
it. Yeah. It's one of those things. I think you don't know unless you're in that position, but I say no right now.
And would you volunteer to take the highest amount of crates?
That's crazy.
No. I mean,
That's
middle's fine. Like we'll do more. We don't have to have the littlest.
Yeah.
When I heard Joseph and Adam and Jazz and Jag say, "Give us the most."
Are you idiots? Why are you saying that? If I had gotten there with the other groups and they were trying to like divvy it off, I would have been like, I'll take 2 crates, because I knew I was going to do the challenge like I did in our season. So I would have done the 2. Again, they're thinking weight and they're not thinking actual crates
numbers.
So they kind of had it off a little bit, but I would never have volunteered for the 3. I would have volunteered for the 2 for sure, just because it's a male female team.
But in their defense, it had literally no impact on the order of the finish at all.
Didn't change much, did
it? They know we're so behind that they're like, I think it doesn't even matter.
They're sitting pretty at the front. I'm almost like, are they mocking us? Like, are they mocking us by taking 3?
It almost seems like we're trying to get on your good side so that you don't eat them later.
Well, we're also so far in the back. I mean, I don't know.
I will also say that since we got to the driver's seat, that was their first time to see who was even left. They don't know who's left because they haven't seen us either. So they're looking at it and they're like, wait, they're left.
You're gone. That's right. That's what Tucker noticed.
There might be a
Tucker knows
U-turn coming
is
back.
gone.
Yeah, there might be a U-turn coming back soon. But let's keep them on a good side for now. You never know. So, I mean, there was already alliances being built in the front. We're in the back, struggling, surviving. So it's like, who's going to make it out and then can help us later on. So that was also
pleased to get there and see 2 crates.
I was just happy not to have 3 because we were so I knew that we had that little alliance with Natalie and Stephanie in the beginning, so I knew that we were on good ground. I'll be honest, I was actually kind of expecting them to give us 1.
Cat, what?
But I hadn't seen them in like 2 days.
Cat's like,
so
I wish I would have
like,
gave you 0.
but I wasn't like, I mean, I don't know. I was kind of like, whatever.
I thought they gave like the girl teams 1.
They did.
Boy-girl teams. Okay.
Yeah. So I did. I mean, I guess like I wouldn't.
Well, Ravina
have
didn't. I mean,
yeah. I think
Hannah Shadow.
Yeah. I think they had like an intention to make it like a gender thing where it's like the girls get 1 crate and stuff, but then it's like, whatever. And finally they're like, there, damn.
And then doing it.
Yeah. So
Well, I don't think it affected them at all.
It didn't really.
To be honest.
It didn't affect the order of the thing. I needed them to have like 30 crates, and then we come in with like.
We're there forever.
Like I needed a much bigger.
Well, it would have been a bigger deal if like the brewery didn't open until noon, and then there was 6, 7, 8 teams there, and then you're going through 1 crate, 2 crates. So that would have made it a little bit more interesting to watch. It was just like you said, it didn't really change any of the orders, even though they had 3 and spring beer everywhere and making a mess. It didn't have any effect on them.
No, agreed. Yeah.
Any thought it would go into deciding that Alex was going to do this one?
No, I mean, I was like.
Other than the fact that he clearly hasn't been carrying his weight this entire race.
Yeah, I was like,
What
this
am I
sounds like a
doing
man's job. Well, no, okay, so Alex and I did have a strategy for the way that we were choosing roadblocks. So Alex is very afraid of heights. And it was very apparent when we did the tower that I was like, man, if we're relying on this man to do a height challenge, we will not.
I was blacking out. Actually, I'm surprised they didn't show it. I was really like
it
this.
was crazy.
And then Elise was like, "What's wrong
and
with
he's
him?"
not even doing the height
and the
challenge.
camera guy's like,
"He's not even out on the plane."
Yeah. So then we decided if we don't see a tall tower in sight, then Alex is going to do the challenge.
I'm the ground game guy.
And of course, it helped that it was like I was like, he sounds like he'd be great at bottling beer. Like that sounds like something he'd be good at. But really, the main thing that we were thinking of is we need to stack the roadblocks to where he's not going to get stuck doing a height challenge later. I had already done 2 roadblocks with the flowers and then the tower, so it just made sense.
Yeah.
Smart. Annalie, you and your dad get here to this challenge. Who's doing it?
Dad.
Yeah.
Dad
Your
for
dad
sure.
would be
Yeah.
good at this.
Oh yeah. He like little meticulous things like that you got to figure out why it's going wrong or something. He's good at that kind of stuff.
I could see him putting his glasses on and just looking at everything and making sure and just being precise. He would have probably gone out like finished first.
He would have finished the fastest.
Honestly,
I think he would have finished
believe
the fastest.
He was so good at challenges. That was one thing.
Awesome.
A challenge hated to see him coming. That's for sure.
I love it.
Well, and I'm throwing up here numbers next to people's names. Underlined is who did it for each team. And I am watching the roadblock stacking because I think there's strategy here. In our season, we were trying to get Lori the early challenges because typically early in the season it is easier, but also knowing that at some point we're going to have to rely on me later. But this was one that we were definitely going to put on Lori, even though she would hate the smell of the beer for the whole rest of the lake.
I would too.
Tough.
Dad and I kept trying to alternate, but towards the end of the season, we were wrong. We thought it was the other person's turn and messed up, but we were trying to do that too.
Yo, hold up. Jazz has 3.
3?
Stephanie has 3. And Turner has 3.
Correct.
Also,
it's crazy.
Also, I've been getting like low key like
hate.
some hate online for making
saw that.
Alex do. Like everyone's like, Kat's a passenger princess. Kat's not doing anything to help this man. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
Help me.
I have been carrying us the whole time.
Alex has done nothing on this race.
Alex
Alex is cruising.
But so then I'm looking at this and I'm like, hello, haters.
Yep.
Yes.
And I'm like, send your hate to Natalie. Send your hate to
There you go.
Megan.
We love them.
And Jazz.
Wait, why would you? What?
Oh yeah, send it to
So,
Jazz.
Kat, screenshot.
Yeah,
this
screenshot this
podcast
and say, hello,
and then
haters.
Post on your
This is who you
stories.
should be
Here's the
posting.
proof.
No,
I'm done.
I just let him talk. I also found out a long time ago that it's better to be talked about in any light than not to be talked about at all.
Whoa.
So
Negative press is press.
exactly. So
True.
that's where I'm at.
Yep.
But
I know that all too well, unfortunately.
Come on, Dad.
Come on, Dad.
Yeah.
come on.
See, Kat, you're good at handling it. Me, I like reclused for a little while and then I got a little skin on my back, but
Kat
I
loves
think you
it.
handle
that was
it.
rough.
Kat's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
they haven't
Kat
talked
thrives
about
in
me
it.
today. I'm like, it's like, let me stir something up. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I love
And
that.
if you're not in the chat BCC chat, people need to join. I'll have the link
It's
to
so
all their
fun.
socials and the two
Man.
the
I
Discord
don't think I'm
community
in
car
it.
hub.
I need to get
You
in.
have, you have to
You
join.
need
You
to
got to
get
make
in
you a
it.
host.
I wish they had like
Like
lives
literally
this.
once a day, Scott will read someone that said something. It's usually Taylor, but this morning it was you, Kat. Your little paragraph of excuse me. I did 2 challenges.
No, your press
Oh, my
conference.
press conference.
Yeah, your
Yes,
press
the press
conference.
conference one. So that was the one he read me today. It was
Yep.
so funny.
I woke
So
up
good.
and I was like, "What's happening?"
I woke up, typed that out, and went back to bed.
Yeah, she literally. Oh no! I woke up and I was like, "Where did she type this?" I'm like, "She's asleep."
It was on my mind.
She's sleep
slept on it.
texting.
I slept on it, and I was like, you know what? I was like, I got to make this known.
I'm done.
All right, let's get to
That's
the next
crazy.
curveball.
Oh, don't get me started on this one.
is
Right,
That's
Emily? Right?
crazy.
What in the world?
nuts.
That's crazy. I will
That
say
was
that is
that
crazy.
was nuts. Man, I wish
Never
they
in
would've-
my
very
wildest
crazy.
dreams.
They should have
Never.
just
I mean, look.
they should have just made multiple copies and left it for everyone.
I know. Everyone gets
I thought I was gonna
like
blow
Oprah
away. I
Winfrey.
was gonna
You're
blow
getting
away.
directions. You're
You
getting
get
directions.
I wanted some. We
That's
needed some.
crazy. That's crazy.
I thought it was gonna blow away in the wind or something. That's what I was kind of hoping.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna blow away. and they
Honestly,
won't
we didn't
see it.
think Joseph and Adam were gonna find it.
I didn't think they were. I didn't think they would either.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
So I know that there's been teams before that have worked together on, directions and they've shared and they've copied from each other. I don't think we've ever
Never.
seen a season where someone's made 3 copies of their own
That's how
effort
much time they've
and
had.
passed
though.
it out.
They're
I'm sorry, but I'm not making
They're
3
trying-
copies. That's
they're on
Look,
vacation.
it's like a half a sheet. It's not
Yeah,
like
that's
turn
what
left
I'm
and turn
saying.
right. That is
With-
detailed.
If I was like
Look,
top
I'm gonna
3
say
with
it,
like
I'm gonna
5
say it.
hours, whatever.
Do it.
I hate to say it, but I hope they lose because of that. Like, if
Oh,
you do that,
yo,
Shot
somebody
me.
screenshot this right now, Annalie.
no way. Like,
Natalie, how do you
Okay,
rock
but
this?
Anna Lee, I'm going to be devil's advocate. It's
Bucket
Alex
list
and Kat,
vagabond.
It's me and Scott. It's you and your dad. We know we're hours ahead of time, and it's us 3. We're not working together. Like if we're in that position, maybe we're not writing a half page note. But are us 3 going to work together if we know we're like 2+ hours?
Yeah, but
ahead
I'm
of
not
everyone
writing
else?
I would have
that.
left him the wrong direction.
I'm not writing that.
Scott's writing the wrong directions, 100%.
I'm sorry. If you ain't first or last, and at that point, like, if I'm not first place, like, even if I am first place, you're racing for $1 million. I'm not giving people a page.
First leg in.
Yeah.
Giving the
Not
wrong
happening.
directions. First leg.
Hey, may the bridges I burn light the way.
I love it.
I know,
Love it.
Scott, note to self, if we go on the Amazing Race with Anna Lee, do not.
You did not
Will
wanna
not
work
help
with
us
us.
in any way.
All right. So this is
I'll
where,
help, but not that.
yeah, don't
Somewhere
expect
over there.
full written directions.
Crazy.
You can try to follow us. I might lose you.
You know that's going to come up again. Like if I'm on another upcoming season, let's just say 40, I am totally going to be like, hey, you want to write these directions and like photocopy them out to everybody? Like someone's got to crack that joke. Like whoever's
I mean,
gonna be
there's
on
no
season
way.
40 has to do that as a joke.
If they
I
win
agree,
this
I agree.
season, then I rescind everything I said. But
Okay.
if they don't, then I know why.
I
We'll
love the lines to figure out to show the way.
The diagram.
That's literally how we found a lot of stuff, literally through diagrams. And the more that I talk to people, were like, "Yo, I was drawing a bunch of stuff." I was like, "This is so funny." I'm like, I wish they would show all the diagrams that we had of all the places to figure it out.
Okay.
Or
Let's
even
go
the
on.
little notebook. Like, I wish I
Yes.
could go back and show our notebook. Like, that was crazy.
Oh, I would love to look at your notebook. I'm a huge notebook aficionado.
Oh,
I
we've
love
got it.
checking
Did
out
y'all
people's
have a
tables.
waterproof
We'll show you ours.
notebook?
We got
Yeah.
to say, the one that you, Annalie
Yeah,
knew.
yeah.
Annalie actually knew that we were going on the race. She was on the view.
Ah.
And she,
What?
Yeah, I sent you all the
She sent me.
goodies.
She sent me.
Catherine, we haven't gotten our money.
Well, okay, but she didn't tell you.
No, I don't know what
She-
you're talking about.
So I used the exact notebook that she sent me to use. And I said, all right, that's
It was good,
That's it.
huh?
It was that and a
Nice.
couple,
Waterproof
a couple other
all.
things. Mhm.
Yep.
Sweet.
She was
Well-
my end.
It survived a Pomelo boat flooding
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything. It was great.
That's smart. That's smart to have.
So from there, you guys go to Castel Savani. Something.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. They didn't even show any of us like actually pronouncing it because I know it was so bad. We're like,
Sure did.
Yep.
So this is crazy. So I think I'm getting ahead of you. Sorry, I'm like,
No,
hello.
please.
Let him go. Let him go.
Welcome
No,
to
no,
the
no, you got
Cyber
this.
podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Kat Dunn, the host.
That's right.
No, actually,
She's
you
got
know,
experience.
So Joseph and Adam lost their keys.
Yeah, it's in the picture.
They were texting us off the
grid?
record that if they
No,
couldn't
putting
have
it
found
on.
their keys, they would have been done in the game.
Yeah.
Like they were literally like people were like talking to production like what happens if they don't find their keys? Then they're going to be out. Which would have changed the game and we could have risen to the top and we could have gotten first.
You could have gotten 8.
That leg.
Yeah.
That leg. That leg.
Who's losing
You
their
never
keys?
know.
Why is it not in your fanny pack zipped up? That was
I don't
crazy.
know.
We low-key
I
lost our
wondered that
keys
same
too,
thing.
but not that bad.
They didn't show, but we lost our keys too, so we were laughing.
You
but we were like-
did?
On
Where did you
on
lose
this
them?
leg?
on that one.
It wasn't as serious. They were in the
It was pretty
in the
serious.
pocket of my jacket, and we had actually switched jackets, so we had them on us.
So, because Kat's like,
But
do you
it
have it? I was like, I don't have the keys. And so we were running. We did the
Yeah.
exact same thing, checked through
just
everything.
We found them, so.
And
Well, that's
then-
kind of one of those rules too on the race. Like you'd never lose your fanny pack or never lose anything. But that actually happened
Yeah.
twice on our season, and
Yeah, it happens
production
more
gave
than
it
you think.
gave it back to them. So
Oh.
it didn't actually
It
do
didn't
anything.
affect anything.
Wow.
Nope.
Weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, because
Yeah.
we dealt with the same threats. If you lose your passport, you're
Yeah.
not going to be able to go on. If you lose, it
Yeah.
just it is what it is. Like someone
Yeah.
left their backpack one time in a taxi and they had to continue the race without their pack.
Right.
didn't
That's
have
I mean,
anything.
and even
It's
people
happened.
who have lost their fanny pack and left their passport, they can't get on a plane.
Right.
But yeah,
Let me
it
tell you
actually
the
happened
funniest
twice to
thing.
the same team.
We almost lost Kat
Oh,
on the train.
What?
guys. This is the funniest, craziest thing.
Oh my gosh, I was gonna play since I was, morale was low. So I thought it'd be funny if because we're like our train's at a stop, and I thought wouldn't it be so funny if I got off the train and like
Went
waved
to the
on the other
window
side of
and
the
started
window.
Oh
waving.
my gosh.
No. And
She
I was
told
like,
us
I bet
she
your
was going to the
camera guy was
restroom.
dying.
so I was about to, but then like right at that second, I look at the like monitor and it was like a countdown from like 10, 9,
Oh,
8,
shit.
to, like, this.
You
So
didn't get off.
if I would have done that, luckily I saw. If I would have
Yeah.
done that, I would have been like.
And then we would have left, and she didn't have the fanny pack. She didn't have anything. So we're like,
wow.
how would we have gotten back?
I
Even like our
freaked-
video and audio
I
person was
freaked
like
everyone out so bad.
freaked out, and then they started laughing so hard. They're like, that would have been funny,
That
but
would've
that
been
would have been
hilarious.
chaos.
What would
bad.
have
been
I would have
awful.
lost? Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have gone lost. But it's
Honestly,
fine.
love how much fun y'all have together. Like you
Yeah.
two just kind of like
Man.
take it and
Roll
don't
with
get
it.
mad or
No, we
yeah,
get
y'all
mad.
just kind of like
we get mad. Did you see?
Well-
Did you see us in the plows?
Oh my gosh.
a little bit.
Guys, she was digging this deep. I was like, Kat, I'm like, I can see the people. They're like
Oh, no.
this much. I'm like, do not. She's like, I'm doing it. I'm like, Kat, we're digging to the
I've never plowed
ground.
before.
Of,
I've
like,
never plowed a
But
field
couldn't you
before.
see the end where all the other machines are? And you're like,
know.
you guys
Yes,
just
that's
filter
where I
right
saw.
there.
I was
But
like,
what,
Kat,
but
just
what
dig
if
it.
what if
Little
ours
bit.
is different?
Yeah. Well, and it's going to be a little bit different, but I think it's still going to generally be up in that same area.
Yeah. No, I was like, Kat, I know what area it's in. She's like, you never know. I was like, Kat, I know. There's 9
It's 6 feet down from this one spot right here.
Dang it, we're gonna need a shovel.
It's like Survivor where you have to like do the sand.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was like, man.
All right.
At least it wasn't a bale of hay where you had to like find things in the hay, that needle.
No.
Yeah.
Well, but it
would've
was
been
kind of a
fun.
needle in
Kind
a
of,
haystack of
kind of,
sorts,
yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
like they had the whole thing spread out over a field, and they've got to find the clue. So I still like that element of like it still has that ring to it, challenge wise. But I love the part
It's all the
when
same spot,
Alex is
yeah.
trying to pull the plow and like he can't move it at all, and like almost dislocates his shoulder because it's like so dug in.
I was like, I can't move.
Uh,
But
Good
she was
time.
very supportive. I don't know if y'all saw.
Yeah.
yes, get going, horse.
Yeah. No, guys, actually, at one point, they didn't show this, but she's like, I could do it. And I was like, I literally stopped and I turned back and I was like, if Megan and Turner weren't coming right now, I was like, I would 100% let you do this. But I was like, I don't know where they're at. So I'm like, I'm just going to continue doing this right now.
All right, so from there, we're heading to the Zimney Stadion.
Oh, Alex.
I got to go.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have to go. But I love you
No.
guys. I know. I know.
No,
I'm
FaceTime
sad,
us.
but I'm sure I'll see you guys like tomorrow or something.
Sorry, I
Yes.
got
Thank you for coming on.
Yes,
with us
nice to
today.
meet you, Anna.
Bye.
Nice to
all.
meet you.
that.
Bye.
Bye.
My hand.
Yeah.
I was wondering what you were doing. I'm like, what is happening?
I thought he was waving.
I was removing my ND filter.
Oh,
If it just
that's
got
why you're
brighter.
so brighter now.
Yeah.
So this was the roadblock. Who wants to light the lamp? And there was nothing in the description that said it had to be the other person, right?
No.
So, but a lot of the teams chose to, again, they kept splitting things. We did see, and I'm just going to throw it up here because I'm tracking all of these.
Look at us. We are so 2 and 2.
I know, right?
Man,
nice
can
and
you
balanced.
Can you send me the screenshot so I can post it on
Yep.
Reddit?
For sure.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But I did think it was interesting. Like Jag finally is pulling his weight. He did a challenge.
Finally. And got lucky and just hit it one time.
That's
Taylor
Guys,
did one, did
guys,
too.
some of these people
Crazy.
doing it in 1 or 2 while they're falling. I'm like, are you kidding
How?
me?
Ow.
Like, y'all see those? I'm like,
Yes.
are you kidding? And
not
it's
to
actually
brag,
small.
not to brag, but I think I could have. Done it. But
Well, you're the dancer.
Well,
You're the dancer
but
of the
I
couple.
but I know how to ice skate. So like
Yeah.
Alex had to focus on ice skating and scoring a goal. I would have only had to focus on
can't stand.
scoring a goal.
Right.
It was tough.
Yeah.
But
After drinking beer, guys, it's
Yeah.
so much tougher than it looks.
But I'm so glad that Alex got this moment because I feel like what a champion.
Let me defend
You know,
myself
like,
first of
No,
all.
Yes.
you looked great.
When we got the clue, it said, "Who wants to score a goal?"
Oh,
When it says,
it
"Who
didn't
wants
say
to
who wants to light the lamp.
No, ours said, "Who wants to score a goal?"
Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
When I opened it, I was like, "Yo, goal soccer." I'm
Yeah.
a soccer
I
team.
was like, it's
I
written
was
for
a-
us.
yeah,
We're
I was
good
like,
at
who
this.
Because the
about
Czech
to-
Republic is known so much for soccer.
Well, I didn't know that. Like, you know what? In my head, Europe soccer,
Yeah.
Europe
Oh, yeah.
European
World Cup?
soccer. I'm like,
Sure.
Yeah.
you know, all the best teams are in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, for sure, got it. And then I opened the door. I'm actually surprised I didn't show this. And I opened the door and feel the cold. I'm like,
Shit.
I literally cuss. I'm like,
there were signs.
it's hockey.
There were signs.
I was like,
Find out.
no.
Now, just looking at this, Jag didn't get it in. Oh, this is the number.
Oh,
I was
this
like,
is how
he didn't
many
actually
attempts.
get it in the first time because the professional hit it to him and it like
He missed the pass.
He missed it. Okay, so he missed the pass. So it
No,
really
yeah, I got it in
took
two,
time.
Lori. They're
Say
absolutely
it.
correct.
Taylor did it in one shot, I think.
That's
That is
Crazy.
Wild. I mean, there's a lot of luck involved in that.
Yeah.
a lot.
So, what were the restrictions? You had to stop before the blue line. Like it had to be a
Yes.
shot attempt from.
You were
beyond the
also
blue line.
timed.
It was timed. That was
Oh,
the
wow.
So that's what
Good
made it
time.
hard. So you had to literally start in the other line, the blue line,
Right.
pass it, skate. He passes it back.
Receive
You
the
have to
pass.
catch it. Yeah,
Yep.
you have to receive it, and then you have to shoot it. But what they don't show is that it's time. So that's why when I'm falling, I'm just trying to hurry up and get it off because it's literally it's just a couple of seconds of time.
And as long as the shot's off within that time, or the
Yes.
shot has to go in the goal by that
I
time.
think the
no,
shots
it
be
just
off,
has to
right?
be shot
Shot goes off.
before
How much
the-
time was it?
just a couple seconds. So
Like, I think
as,
10
as,
was,
as,
was it 10
yes.
seconds?
I don't know. I think it was less because you got
Wow.
it like 1, 2. Yeah, no, it was less. I would I would say maybe like no,
Because
not
it
5.
did look like people and yourself was
rushing
like
it, yes.
hustling right at the end. And I'm
Yes.
like, why are they not just like nice? That makes sense. They never
Yes,
showed
it was-
anything about
no,
it.
they
being-
didn't. It was
They make us
timed.
look like fools.
It was literally time. So that's why I'm also trying to like. It's hard because I have to like stabilize myself, but then I also have to shoot it. So I'm
Yep.
like, I don't have enough time. I know when I'm taking longer to catch the pass. So I'm like, I don't really have time to stabilize. So I just have to shoot it at this point. And that was the hardest part because it's literally like 3 things. I'm like, how am I going to get this in like a couple of seconds right now?
Oh my gosh. I wonder why they didn't show that. That would have been
That would've been interesting.
I know exactly why they didn't show it.
why.
Because it's so fun to watch us look like idiots.
Just flop. Like these guys suck. Why do they even pick these people for the
When
show?
when I saw Joseph do it, I was like, yo, that's literally me. And I saw, how many times did he do it? I think
20.
It was like
20.
20. And then even Adam on the chat, BCC was like,
Yeah.
Alex said, hold my beer, Joseph.
And legit a beer episode too.
Yeah.
It's so
like,
poetic.
yo. Oh, that was crazy.
So for those who didn't see it, I'll go back and we'll focus on it just a little bit longer. Alex took 25 attempts
Oh, well.
So,
Well, look at that picture. You look like a professional.
That looks like
Look
great
at that.
photo.
Yeah.
Right there.
Let's just keep
That's
that
a
photo
great
up.
shot.
Hey, 25 and 20 in the year 25.
So out of those 25 times, I probably felt like 60. So
Oh my
60
God.
times out of
We're
25.
Did you get to
times.
keep the jersey?
No,
Oh.
but
Why
oh
do
my
they
gosh,
do that?
CBS.
That's weird.
If you're listening, CBS,
They
I
are.
Yeah,
want the
CBS watches
I
our
want-
podcast every
I
week.
want the jersey.
They usually will if
I
Kat's
want
on.
the
They
jersey
don't know
so
what she's
bad.
gonna say.
It is so cute. It's so cute, but no, we didn't get to keep it.
There was a lot of
What are they gonna do
extra
with it?
costumes that they let us keep that we only took a little bit because we're like, we can't take too much because it's going to get too heavy. And
Are
I
you
was like,
joking?
oh my gosh, that's epic. And I'm like, I can't believe you couldn't keep that. That's crazy.
Actually,
Put your name on it?
I
What, are they
had
gonna
the
reuse
coin.
it?
I had the coin
know.
at the end still.
They,
And then
they
they
took-
they
then
checked
took the
me
coin.
and they took my coin.
Oh,
They didn't let us take anything.
oh.
Man.
Oh, wow.
Are they-
Mhm.
yeah. That's
They
too
said,
bad.
"Get out."
So, what was special about the coin? Tell the viewers.
That was your clue.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a fun little souvenir.
It's the place you're going.
It's money. Sometimes you can use it to buy stuff.
So this is actually really cool. So the coin was the clue for where we go next. So not only, and we don't know that by looking at it.
I did.
So well,
I've seen The Amazing Race.
Well,
I
no.
know that's our clue,
No, I
which
mean-
is funny because half of the other people didn't know and they're
But
running back and
I'm-
forth trying to figure it out.
what I'm saying
Nice.
is like, so we had to then go find somebody to say,
Right.
do you recognize this place? And then get directions to that place. So it kind of added like an extra fun little layer to get
Love it.
finding directions.
I feel like that too.
Yeah. So I was really, because I think like the first person we asked had no idea what it was.
By the way,
And it
trying to
wasn't-
find this place, we got 2 strikes on
Oh,
driving.
yeah.
And
Uh-oh.
so one more strike and we would have gotten a time penalty. And yet we don't know where Turner and Megan are. So we're like, we parked
You
the car
can't
we
close
got
to
out,
the area.
We got out on foot.
We got
because
off on
we couldn't afford- we
foot,
couldn't
close
afford
to
to
the
get in
place,
that
and we're like,
traffic
there
jam.
has to be parking, and we're running around like the place looking for parking, and they put the parking on the opposite side of the tree so we wouldn't
course.
see it, which is yeah.
Yeah.
So, but we're standing there, and I'm like, we're about to look like idiots, where they're gonna show the parking lot, and
They
us
were-
looking like
They were
panicking.
very gracious for not
Yeah, they
airing
didn't
that
have that,
footage because
but-
out of context we would have looked like idiots.
Well, I will
But-
tell you one thing we said on our live this morning. Laura and I were very grateful they did not show the number of attempts that we made on our
Oh.
choral because it
Oh,
was
no.
Yo,
So
CBS, what's up with
many.
mine?
Was it 25?
CBS, what's up with
it
mine?
wasn't 25. I think it was
That's Jane
17.
Court.
I think it was over 20 and they
Lori
didn't
thinks it
show
was
it.
20.
And I was like, why did they not show? That was gold. And I was like, but thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for not looking
There's-
at making us look like idiots.
They're very gracious.
Yeah.
I just want my jersey.
Yeah.
That's my only qualm.
Yeah.
We'll put in a request.
Yes, thank you.
I'll talk to my
Thank you,
CBS
Scott.
people.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, another crazy moment.
Oh my gosh. The
Amazing
craziest
race.
of the whole season so far.
If Annalie was here, she would be leaving. And so
This is why she left early
She's
because she knew this
protesting
was coming.
at the end of the show. So Jazz and Jag get there first. They're in the front and step aside and say happy birthday.
Yo,
Go
I'm just
step on the
saying.
mat.
I'm just saying they're geniuses. I mean,
Yes.
I get it, but guys, their social game is beyond what people comprehend at this point, and
Right.
it's just absolutely amazing how good they are because they also have the express pass. So
Right.
now
Yeah.
they're getting less target on themselves. And
Yeah.
hey, we gave you first place, 25. We gave you $5,000.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe help us out a little bit later.
Maybe.
Yeah.
My
And
gosh.
taking the target off of them a little bit because they don't have 3 in a wet row.
I messaged Jack and
Percentage.
Jazz. I was like, my birthday just passed. Can I get first? I was like, can I get first? I mean, I'll take second. I don't care.
This
Well, and-
it is wild that they did
Wild.
this, but I can see why from a strategic standpoint, from like a Big Brother strategic standpoint,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
From a Amazing Race strategic
no.
standpoint,
No.
Amazing Race,
I
no.
get why y'all
Yeah,
are
100%.
why y'all don't-
Confused.
Yes.
Well, and
I get
it's
the
so
criticism.
difficult just to win one leg of the Amazing Race. And yes, they've already won, but to just like so calmly and casually, oh, here you go. I'm like, that could have
That's
been a
how
trip to Bali.
coast,
Like I
you
would
know.
have never allowed Scott. He would never do that. We would have never done that. As much as we loved the
But-
team, like
Yeah.
even if it was racing against our own sons, sure.
Yeah.
I would still not give it to them. But I'm like, to win a leg of the Amazing Race is just
Yeah.
Let me
You don't
tell you.
give that
Let
up.
me tell you why
Don't
this
give
is
that up.
even more strategically
don't.
genius. Because
Without-
also Natalie, like I said, she doesn't have anyone from her season there. She doesn't really know anyone.
Right.
So guess what? When somebody helps you to get first place, that's going to be your up person now. That's going to be the person you're trusting right now.
I'll also say this, though.
Exactly.
Is genius.
I'll say this. Because we had a taste of what this is like. Whenever you know that the people behind you aren't like on your tails. Like for instance, like when Turner and Angela were behind us, but we knew we were ahead. We could be a little bit leisurely with it. Like when we knew that Turner wasn't right behind us, you know, like you just like are able to approach the race different. I can imagine the teams that are in the 3 that they haven't seen other teams for a long time, and they're just going through like. I can imagine that they're having like a nice leisurely vacation.
Right.
So I don't know.
European adventure.
European vacation, yeah.
I don't think that they are coming from it with a mindset like maybe that we are, where we're like racing like in fight or flight mode, trying to survive.
Not be last,
they've never known what it's like to like have to fight for their spot.
Yeah.
So they're just chilling, and they'll get to the mat when they get to the mat, and they're going to be in first place whether they take their time or not. So
what I will say is I agree with much of what you guys are saying in the sense that because it's a BB season and social capital is so powerful in BB, and it's something you learn to negotiate as currency, right? That I see why this season has a flavor of that, because that's what so many of these people already have, right? I also think they're shattering the way Amazing Race is played and making the rest of us that are like total nerds and like super fans of the show question, is this maybe another way Amazing Race could be played? I mean, it's very similar to what Lori and I were trying to do. Like we were trying to be friends with everyone, and they still voted us out, you know? But then you see somebody like Jack and Carson who's doing just as well as we were doing, but because the way they played the game, they had everyone else kind of like, oh, they're so hunky-dory, maybe lucking out. Like they didn't make the perception there that they really were threats, you know? So I don't know. It's interesting.
I just feel like I don't know if the teams at the front would be working together like this if there was an equalizer and we were all on an equal playing field.
They definitely would.
I think a lot of the frustrations with this is coming from the people at the front are taking their time. We have Tucker stopping for ice cream because he knows he can't.
and
fridge magnet.
Like I just don't think that they're the people at the front. Like I'm not saying that they're not working hard, because they are, but they're not
feeling the pressure. They're not feeling the pressure.
They'll feel that later on, but like right now, I just don't like. Why not help your neighbor and make a?
Well, I imagine with a 2-hour stop down, they had to think there was going to be an equalizer effect there, and when it really didn't present much of an equalizer, like they barely saw Tucker and Eric, and that was it. I mean, at that point, they've got to feel like they're floating high, right?
Yeah. I think that they're definitely they're not in fight or flight mode yet.
Yes.
All right. Tell us about this moment.
Well, I was about to say, Phil.
Phil.
Scott, I did all 3 things that day, so I was happy to be.
Someone finally showed up and raced.
Some beer and played some hockey, baby. Felt like a real Czech that day.
Yeah, Alex was a champion that day.
I was exhausted. I was just like, yo.
At this point, we knew we hadn't seen Turner and Megan, or Matt and Megan. We hadn't seen them all day. Yeah. So we were like, of course, we know we're in last, but we're comfortable. Like, we're like, okay, it's not a foot race to the mat. So it felt really good to be there and know that we were safe. Yeah. But I'll be honest, Phil's kind of sassy sometimes.
Yeah.
Because Phil was like, because we're happy. And Phil's like, well, y'all are like, if there's only 10 teams here, you'd be out. And I was like, yeah, but we're not. There's only 10 teams here. Like, let us live.
He was trying to bait you. He was trying to bait
equalizer time.
Yeah, we're like, well, equalize it, Phil.
Yeah, give him an equalizer.
No, but it was so funny because I remember when we got there, he's like, man, y'all make me wait. I'm like, there's somebody still behind us. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Also, it wasn't our fault that
Phil is savage.
But I will say, I don't know. I wish there were more equalizers because it's so spread out right now, and that's just the most like frustrating.
I just figured that by
but,
like maybe the second or third leg, but now it's like going to the fourth. I'm like, this is kind of
but
crazy.
we are doing the best that we can. Even Alex doing the 25 goals. Like we
didn't take that long.
It didn't take honestly.
That's why I was
long.
so tired because I just kept doing it and doing it, getting back up and doing it. Those like the times that I fell on the ground breathing hard, those were like the last like 3 tries.
Yeah,
pretty much till at the end of that.
Like we were hustling through everything, even the beer bottles. Like it showed Alex pouring them out.
Oh, yo, I gotta defend myself.
What?
Yo, I gotta defend myself.
I was like, why
Why
are you
you
doing
pour
that?
the whole bottle out?
Okay, so when I did it, these were also like the last bottles too. But when I filled them up, it would fill only like a fourth, and the rest was just foam.
All foam,
and it's impossible to get it out unless like I can't just let it sit there and let the foam go down because it takes forever. So I was just putting them down so I can have more bottles to refill as I'm doing the other ones.
But like on the show, it looks like it took forever. Like, oh my gosh, like that's about to cost us the race. Which I mean, Turner was on our toes, and Turner did beast through that. But we still really were like in the grand scheme of things pretty quick with it. So I don't know. It really comes down to the equalizer.
Yeah, we need equalizers. I agree.
Yeah,
Fans have been praying for them. I've seen it all over the
Trust
place.
me, like guys, every leg we like the back of the pack. I mean, even in the trains, we're like we're never gonna see them unless we get an equalizer. Because even I think Turner during the first leg, I think he was 5 hours behind us and he caught up to us on the train through being like a couple hours behind us.
That's right.
So I'm like, are we gonna get that chance to like be in the front? Because I mean, there's like now like all the back is coming to us and now we're stuck here. So
it doesn't make it fair.
Yeah, and it really does suck though, just because you make friends with those people and then it's like we're like, hey, let's roll together, hopefully there'll be other teams behind, but we know it's not. And so when we get there, we're like every person for themselves.
This also reminds me of another thing because these are our times, right?
No, this is your average placement.
Oh, average placement. Okay. Oh, okay. The other thing that was interesting about this leg that really was, I guess like either like people had a lot of time or like short time. So there was 2 ways to get to Kootenai. There was either you take the highway, it takes an hour and a half. Is it Kootenai?
Yeah, sure.
So it was either an hour and a half on the highway or you take the back roads, which took about 4.5 hours. Guess which one we took? The 4.5 hour one. So
slow and steady, baby.
And but luckily that's the one that Taylor and Kylan took. That's the one that Megan. A lot of teams took that. But I think that the first 3 teams, Jag.
And there was construction, of course there was.
Yeah, I think only 3 teams took the highway.
Interesting.
So that was another. So then, of course, like
so that further separates.
Yeah. So maybe they were thinking we don't need an equalizer because how stupid could they be?
Gotcha.
So
they're like, we had a 2-hour equalizer plan, and these idiots took the wrong road. So
we stretched out the travel time to its fullest.
But what if the top teams took the 4 hours and the back teams took the 1 hour?
We could only wish. We could only gosh.
But we definitely need an equalizer because as a fan,
thank you, Crystal.
Seeing the same people like always at the top, and then it's just not as fun to watch. I like the HOH winners every week.
Yeah,
it's like
mix things up.
Yeah, it gets boring.
Crystal, yes, let's talk to CBS.
So. Sad as it is, Megan and Matt got eliminated. That's the term for when Phil comes out and eliminates you in the field.
What a way to go out!
Yeah,
if I'm going out, I want Phil coming to me.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna grovel. I'm not gonna show up at the back and be like,
apparently. Phil was upset with you guys because he had to wait for you to check in so he could catch his ride out to the field to eliminate these guys.
Oh my gosh. I love Turner and Megan. They're so nice. And it stinks, like I said, just because like you get to like hang out, but you don't get to enjoy your time when you're fighting for your life.
Yeah.
Because it's like they're also the competition at that point. And I mean, same thing with Angela, Lexi. Like it's so sad seeing the back just kind of every single one just getting picked off.
I agree.
Because we had no shot to catch up to any of the other teams. So we're like, it stinks because we're like, it's just going in a row at this point. of how we ended from the first leg, which stinks.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't continue.
I know. Let's talk about it. Here's the preview for next week.
Oh, dang Rubik's Cube. I can't do one of those.
I know those. Who did it?
I cannot do those.
So the title of the episode is What Would Houdini Do? And based on the description CBS gives us, they tell us that we're traveling to the illusionist Harry Houdini's birthplace, which is in Budapest, Hungary. And there's apparently going to be a puzzling fast forward that's going to put a team to the test. I think we got a little glimpse of that in the preview. And then also there's a horse-drawn carriage that has teams racing against the clock.
Ooh.
So I know you guys can't speak to any of this because if you
Sounds
do,
fun.
CBS will see.
Sounds really fun.
But it sounds like an exciting episode.
It'll be really good.
It is. It's
And
gonna be
I will say that Budapest is absolutely beautiful.
I agree.
Hopefully that's not a spoiler. but I mean,
No.
honestly, just traveling everywhere, even like, you know, it being a Europe season, like even like just seeing these places, like we're never probably going to go back to Kutna-Hora. We probably would never.
How
I mean,
dare you?
Or maybe
Silver
we will.
City?
I mean, maybe we will. But that's like a place that we got to go that is so unique, so beautiful,
yeah.
so special that the Amazing Grace they gave us the opportunity to go there. So it really is like that's the best thing about.
Also,
the
if you get
Amazing
lost,
Grace.
there's really no one to ask.
but we have, we've been able to go to all these really beautiful locations that, it really is a blessing.
We're just
So
we're
very
just lucky to be doing this. Like I've always loved this show. So I mean, whether it was Europe, wherever it was, like I was just so excited to be doing this. Would I have loved to go to like Dubai and like Tokyo? Yes, but at that point, it's just like
Not me. I was hoping that we were going to be in Mexico. I was hoping it was going to be all Spanish speaking places. And
Not that again.
I was like, we got this in the bag because he speaks Spanish.
Yeah.
So I was always telling Phil, I was like, we just got to go to Spain, Phil. Like,
To
trust
Spain.
me.
Yeah.
I was like, trust me.
take us to
Like,
Spain, Phil. That is our equalizer.
Spain. I was like, we got it. And he was like,
Yeah.
what? Yeah. So, no, but we've been able to travel to all these beautiful places. So it's been really nice.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that's what a lot of people who watch The Amazing Race appreciate is they realize the fact that these are experiences you can't buy.
I wish you could. They should market this.
Every show is just like Survivor. I would do it.
I would pay money.
I would too.
I would pay money to travel around Europe and do little.
But it's not the
roadblocks
same
here
if
and
it's
there.
not Phil.
That would be fun.
Phil's got to be in on it. Phil, call me. I got a business idea, Phil.
I'm sure you're not the first person to pitch this idea to him.
I take a trip like that.
I know,
So
right?
fun.
Our
Right?
first customer.
We got it.
Started here. There it was. Well, guys, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to shoot this
course.
recap with us. We really enjoy The Amazing Race, obviously. I think it's so much fun to hear so many of these behind the scenes stories that don't make it into the edit, but then also just the excitement of what The Amazing Race offers people. So you guys are such a joy to watch. We love you so much.
you.
So
Yeah, thank you.
Shout out to all the fans.
Happy belated birthday, Alex.
that's
Oh,
right.
thank you, Crystal. Next time, come to Vegas.
Okay.
We're going to see Crystal at
In
December.
Orlando.
Yeah.
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 You see me there.
Oh, what fundraiser are you guys? What charity are you guys
the
supporting?
Children's Cancer
The
Fund.
Texas Children Cancer Fund.
So we've worked
Awesome.
with them. Sorry, our dog's barking.
That's
We've
okay.
worked with them a lot in the past. Alex does their photography, and I do their social media. So they're really special to us. We have some friends that are on the board, and it's a really big charity in Dallas. So we're really
Love it.
excited to raise money for them.
Nice.
Ours is Light the World. It's a humanitarian thing that service that we're doing. So
Oh,
it's a lot of
That's
fun.
awesome.
So,
Yeah.
very cool.
That's awesome.
I'm excited.
All right, we're gonna sign off for this week, but definitely invite everyone to join us back next week for episode 4. It's gonna be a lot of fun to watch.
Gonna be
We'll be
good.
back with our live Q&A and more recaps before fans.
Some rants.
Some Rubik's Cube, maybe. Love you guys. Thanks so much.
Bye.